What if I told you that your glass of red wine could actually be good for you? Today, I'll be sharing with you my Ayurvedic inspired spiced red wine sangria, a delicious, digestive friendly twist on a classic indulgence. Stay tuned. These are the ingredients that you'll want to gather together: good red wine, sparkling water, fresh fruit like a pear and some juicy grapes, limes if you like that citrusy tang, fresh mint if you can find that, spices like cardamom, cinnamon, vanilla, and raw sugar. Let's take a closer look at the herbs and spices in this recipe. First, I have ground cinnamon here. We use cinnamon because it is a digestive aid, it's a natural detoxifier, and it's also going to help with gas and bloating. Now, maybe you have a cinnamon stick at home and you can use that as well. Just throw the whole stick in the jar. Why do we need herbs and spices for gas and bloating? We are using sparkling water in this recipe, so that's going to add some effervescence, some little bubbles that may cause gassiness. To help with that as well is cardamom powder here. This is ground cardamom. It is also an aromatic and digestive herb. If you've never seen it in its whole form, this is what it looks like. This is a dried pod. And when you break that pod up, you'll see that there are these little seeds inside. And so if you're using the whole pod, you'll want to put, really you can put everything in there, but you'll especially want those little seeds. Cardamom is also really helpful with gas and bloating, and it is great for lowering acidity. So that is a good to know. We also have some fresh mint here, and I apologize, my mint looks terrible. It's the middle of Wisconsin winter, and this is really what I could find. If it were the middle of the summer, I would have fresh mint coming out of my ears. If you don't have fresh mint, use some dried mint, and that's fine. I'm just going to use a few fresh leaves, nothing more, and it's optional. I also have vanilla paste here. Now you can use vanilla extract, and that's perfectly fine. That is just going to add a depth of flavor and tie all these aromatics together in a unified tone. And then finally, interestingly, we have the raw sugar. Now we're adding raw sugar for more sweet taste, which is balancing for a food or beverage that's very fiery or acidic. And this is specifically used as a carrier. A carrier helps to actually enhance the quality of your herbs and spices. So carriers are really helpful. Let's start with the star ingredient, red wine. Here I have the vanilla. I'm gonna go ahead and just add it right into the red wine. Studies show that moderate red wine consumption provides antioxidants. However, Ayurveda says it's acidic and sour. This can cause inflammation and heat the liver, and that can mess with hormones. So we balance it with cooling, detoxifying herbs and spices and sweet fruit to support digestion and lower inflammation. So you can fill, if you're using a jar, a liter jar, you can fill it about halfway up with the red wine that already has the vanilla mixed into it. For the fruit, I'm using pears that have been sliced. In those go. And I'm using pears that have been chopped up. So we use these sweet, cooling, juicy fruits to buffer the acidity in wine, making the sangria naturally refreshing and hydrating. Give that a little stir. Now I'm going to add my lime slices, the raw sugar, my spices, cardamom, cinnamon, and give that a stir. Now let this sit. Before you get ready to serve, add the mint leaves and top it off with your sparkling water. Look at that. This spiced red wine sangria is the perfect choice for sipping mindfully. It has just the right amount of aromatic spice. It's juicy, it's sweet, just a tad tart. If you try out the recipe, will you tag me if you do? And let's cheers to pleasure without guilt. Salud. Get the full recipe on the Her Wellbeing blog or check out the notes down below in the description.